Oh, yeah, it's up to me. I forgot all about that. Hey, good morning. I'm Jamie Cooper. Thank y'all for getting up with us on a Friday morning edition of Cooper Company. It's hard to believe I've already been back to work a week. And standing in this morning, the man in the pink shirt, Tom McAlister, waiting on... Hey, boy, we're running thin this morning, but Shane's supposed to be here with Marmac in just a little bit, too. Matthew taking the month off, so that means no food, Frank, unless you can start cooking something. Zack in here this morning. Zack, you stay and watch the baseball draft all night last night?
Stay and watch. I'm wearing more stuff today. Congratulations, Cody Reed, 54th pick in the MLB draft to the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Right.
And that team...
All right, in your personal opinion, will he go to there or will he go to Vandy?
I think so. I mean, they're putting the range in about $1.05 million that he'll get. I think the kid would probably take it. Arizona was at a lot of his baseball games, especially at the end of the year. And what I read this morning, they really pushed to get this kid. So, congratulations.
How big a deal is that for Ardmore?
That's a huge deal.
Has Limestone County ever had anybody drafted that high in baseball?
I don't think anybody. I know Gary Reedus, when he played at Tanner, he was a high, but I don't think he was ever that high. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, if somebody's wrong, email me at bamazack@gmail.com. But I think he is the highest rated player ever. And this kid's just a great kid. Lee Hodges did a great job this year for golf. So Ardmore had a great year in sports.
Lee, we'll talk about him too. He was at Decatur Daily this morning too. We'll get back to Zack in just a moment. Let me take time out right now to do the weather on this good-looking Friday morning. Yesterday this time it rained about 5 inches in like an hour. All right, here's the 2-day weather forecast. Well, let's just do the whole 7-day. Rain, just like it's just typical summer pattern this morning. About a 30, 40, 50% chance of rain. About right, Frank? That's right. Going all the time. So rain. What do you think, huh?
Rain.
Rain?
I think rain.
Little thunderstorms never had anything.
That's the reason why I wore my bright shirt today, trying to
I started to wear my pink shirt today, but I didn't. Now, you wanted to do a obit this morning.
Yeah, simply over to Russellville to Miss Don Epperson and his brothers. They lost their mother. She was wanting to live to be 100, and she died at 99 and a half.
Almost made it.
Almost. And all three of those boys, they had a sister too. And all three of the boys came through high school working at Max Market in Russellville from my dad. And that's,
all three of them
came through, to the market. So a shout out to them, and our sympathies with y'all losing your mom.
99.
Yeah.
Hey, we're going to talk, 70 years ago today that D-Day happened. And there's some great stories. Dusty McLemore's dad that just passed away 2 weeks ago. He wasn't in that boat. He was jumping out, but that's one of the pictures in the paper this morning. They're saying this will probably be, I've got an incredible story we'll try to get to later this morning where Detroit, in the airport, these 12 World War II veterans, have you heard about this? Were boarding the plane when a gate attendant there at the airport started singing the national anthem. And I'll try to play that for y'all. And everybody in there stood up and clapped, teary-eyed and everything.
Really?
They're saying this will probably be the last year that they have this, because these guys are, like one of the 93-year-old guys, Zack, you need to pay attention to this, jumped one of the paratroopers. That's what Dusty Dempsey McLemore, he was one of the ones that jumped out of the plane, skydived again 70 years later, except this time in a tandem. But they said this will probably be the last year they have a celebration like that, because these guys are late 80s, early 90s, and there's no way that, most of them are not going to survive, another year. But you got to look at it. What a difference. Those were some brave men.
That changed the world, too, at that time.
And now we have a president that trades a deserter in the Army for 5 Taliban prisoners we've had locked up and admit they could harm us again. Well, you're a complete idiot.
No.
Idiot. As my old buddy Keith Davis used to say. Zack, you want to show a photograph this morning, too?
I got a birthday. I need to show my buddy Jay, his son, if we can see it, Slate Vassar. He will be 2 years old today. Good-looking little boy. There he is, 2 years old. And his little brother, Jack, who we know is JJ, he's 2 months on Monday.
Now, go back to that. What were you saying about he weighs what? He's how old?
That little booger, he weighs more than I did when I started in 1st grade.
He's 2?
He's 2 years old. He's a good kid.
And you weighed 26 pounds in 1st grade.
I weighed about 27, 28, and he weighed, I think he already beats me on that. So. Good little kid, though. So,
All right, Zach, hit me up with some sports.
hey, anybody, like I said, we mentioned Cody Reed. I stayed up last night and watched that. I mean, great opportunity for this kid. I believe he probably will go. He'll never make it to Vandy. He will go to
That's your
Arizona.
prediction.
That's my prediction. And the AA affiliate of Arizona is in Mobile, so they play in Montgomery, Birmingham. So there'll be a lot of opportunities for people around here to see him pitch. So
Think they'll make it up to Huntsville?
they would make it to Huntsville, but we don't have a team anymore after this year. So San Antonio Spurs beat the Heat last night. If anybody saw the end of that game, LeBron, and it had to be embarrassing for LeBron, but he cramped up.
You know what happened, don't you? Air conditioning went out.
90-something degrees in that place, Jamie. And they said that and LeBron just cramped up. They had to carry him off the court. It was so bad. And they went on a 20-something 9 run, and San Antonio just blew them away.
All right, hang on, Jack. Let me get to some Decatur Daily this morning, Tom, front page. Thunderstorm bites Valley. That storm yesterday knocked out power, the one yesterday afternoon, too, in some places. Trees were down. And I want to say that Mayor Mark sent a thing out. A Florence utility worker was killed yesterday after helping Limestone and Athens Utilities back during the storm a month ago. Was killed yesterday getting a hold of a hot wire or something. But Decatur Daily said storm caused widespread damage and outages in 3 area counties. Calhoun College had to even cancel evening classes last night.
Yeah.
What I don't understand, Abby said her power went out. She lives right next door in condos. Yet Gloria's mom had power, and we had power here.
Yeah, we had power.
How's that possible? I mean, right next door. It says in Greenbrier, 8 utility poles were downed on Bowers Road near the old Greenbrier restaurant, knocking out power at Athens Utilities to about 5,000 customers. I didn't realize the thing was that bad.
I didn't either. Of course, the transformer close to where Abby's is could have been just only went bad from
and
something.
Then there was a huge, Decatur Daily's got a picture of the traffic jam on I-65 yesterday, I think over near Hartselle, southbound lane, 18-wheeler overturned. Now, can you imagine getting stuck in something like that? Especially if you're drinking coffee. Huh?
Drinking coffee.
I forgot to tell, I'm going to tell this story right now. Change the subject a little bit. Yesterday, I forgot to tell this great story. When Shut Up was up here yesterday talking about, and I said, what kind of restaurant, he's talking about, people go in there and not be urinating in the coffee pot. I'm thinking, are you kidding me? When I was at New Hope, back in the late 60s, had a little guy named Harold Kelly. Well, Harold was the manager of the football team. The basketball coach was a legendary, and a lot of coaches like Randy White and them probably remember this name. Pig Carpenter was the mayor, pay attention to that, was the mayor of New Hope and also my history teacher and my 8th grade basketball coach. He was a legend. Well, every morning they would go to the New Hope Field House, which now I think is named after Howard Cross, and drink coffee. And all the coaches would. Well, Harold had gotten a bad grade from Pig Carpenter. Harold says, I'm going to get even with him. He pees in his coffee. True story. True story.
Was it sweet?
Pig Carpenter, probably a little bitter. He gets it, drinks it, spits it out, and says, somebody's peed in my coffee. Harold Kelly, every time I see him, which is rare, but Harold Kelly today, full-time job, Church of Christ preacher.
Really?
True story.
But he did that to his...
True, absolutely true story. Hey, did you hear about Huntsville getting the Cabela's?
Yeah, sure did.
That's a big deal.
Great. It's a big...
Tom, being in the real estate business and all that, how is Huntsville getting, well, all around here, not only Huntsville, Decatur and Madison, everybody, but all these retail giants are coming in over here. How is that?
Well, we got the Huntsville's growing, and you got all the military and another bracks coming in this area. So
that is going to happen, you think?
I hope.
Should ask Bill Mean that yesterday. We was down there, had a meeting with Bill yesterday.
Yeah.
And should I ask you, he would know. It says Cabela's a class act. They're coming to the city with no direct incentives by the city of Huntsville. They're getting that, and they're also getting, they're getting several big retail developments. Bridge Street's doing good. Mm-hmm. That downtown development, Publix just opened up downtown. We were down that way this week, too.
That's a nice little area there. Hey, they were building that when I was in the hospital looking out the window at it.
Let me update y'all on there was a little glitch, Frank. You should have caught this the other night when you was down at the event center. D3 District 3 Commissioner race could be affected by provisional ballots. I don't think that's going to happen. But Jason Black says there were 60-something votes that weren't counted in his favor due to there was a glitch, some new piece of equipment or something that they were using. But Jason said it would make, but it says here even this would not make any, see if Adam Hutchinson, the guy with 11 kids, got a few more votes, it would force a runoff.
Mm-hmm.
You say it was a memory stick or something.
Yeah, what was it?
A memory stick, that you plug into, I guess.
So you know all about it.
Well, I just read it right before you said it.
Well, give me a professional opinion on it, Zach. Why?
I guess
Jason's still in.
Jason still got it.
No.
So, yes, some of that was left out. So, anyway. Hey, Lynn Hart's going to be here in just a little bit, too. I think I'm going to do something about some Earth and have some kids with her. Full slate of events, Tom, this weekend. There's a big bicycle rally. Zach, you riding in that?
No, I hadn't rode a bicycle in years. That would be pretty fun.
What size do you ride? Are you still on that three?
Maddie's bike.
Are you still on that three-wheeler?
Yes. No, I got a 10-speed, hadn't rode it in years.
Oh, wait a minute. You have a 10-speed.
Yeah, it's hard for me.
What speed did you ever get up to?
Maybe 2, I don't know.
Full slate farmers market opens tomorrow at 8 o'clock. So that's going to be a good, y'all need to go by there. They got special entertainment. I think they have entertainment basically every Saturday down that way too. Mm-hmm. So, all right, Zach, hit me up with a few more things and then we'll go to break here in just a second.
Okay, Lee Hodges, was named the Decatur Daily Golfer of the Year. And actually right now in the state amateur championship, he's leading with a 666. So the kid is just incredible. So we talked about Cody Reed, but Lee Hodges had a great year. And
now, ain't his daddy going to be up here with us,
yeah,
too?
Matter of fact, we're going to have his daddy, Jeff, and Barry Devine from Athens State, who are part of the Limestone County Hall of Fame.
That's next weekend, isn't it?
Yeah, the golf tournament's next weekend, next Friday, and the induction ceremony's next Saturday. So Jeff and Barry will be up to talk to us. Then Coach Legg hopefully will be up next Thursday to talk about his golf tournament. Okay. And we're hoping to get Cody.
Here's my question about the ceremony next Saturday night down at Athens State. How many pieces of bubble gum will Hugo Bates pass out as he's being inducted?
He probably will. Hugo probably will pass out.
Well, he'll have to have 2 pockets full.
I mean, that guy, everywhere you saw him, bubble gum everywhere. But he did a lot in the city. I mean, he was always big, supporter of all the sports and the band. He was everywhere.
He was everywhere.
Let me take my first break on this Friday morning edition of Cooper & Company Live. We're kind of, I don't know where Shane is this morning. A few more people will be here later on this morning. But in the meantime, I guess y'all just get the 3 of us for right now. Well, let's take a break on this Friday morning. Y'all hang on.
Gonna love it.